director. I need a ranger at this location immediately.
Make way for the director!
Hartman won't be a problem anymore, Langston. But investigations need someone to run it. Interested?
I've seen what happens to sector heads, ma'am. No, thank you. Ma'am, I'm getting something on my terminal here, an AWE alert from Bright Falls, Washington. But it might be a glitch. The date's all wrong, a couple of years in the future. And we're in lockdown, there shouldn't be any incoming signals.
Maybe it was active before we went into lockdown? Are there agents on site?
Let me check. Agent Estevez is the field agent in charge of monitoring the site, so she should be there to let us know if the situation has been through any major changes recently.
Things set in motion. If the alarm's true, then so is the reason for the alarm. The effect must follow the cause. It's happening again. Our return. You have been warned.
Ooh. És megmaradt a Ranger is, ezt nem hiszem el. Hát ez kész. Ó, szegény. Basz meg. Várja, vissza az egész. Nem, tudom hova megyünk. Megmondom hova megyünk. Főhadiszállásra. Ide megyünk. Ez most ritka jól ment. Ez most nagyon jól ment. Szinte már túl jól. Tud még valamit az Emily mondani vajon? Után.
I found a couple of relevant files in Dr. Darling's office. I'd have to dig through the archives for the rest, but I'm not going through the panopticon. Not with the altered items loose.
Then go see if any ranger squads are available for a file retrieval mission.
Beszélgessünk.
Jesse,
Let's
good to
speak.
see you. We've got Dylan situated in his containment cell like you asked. I've got medical staff running tests as we speak, and I'd be happy to walk you through the details later. Other than that, what's next?
With the slide projector turned off, the hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here. We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated. If any hiss ever got out, that would be the end of everything.
Well, eliminating them all will take time. Look, I'll do what I can on my end, but my research is progressing slower than I'd like.
I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential scrap of data, and find a way to keep the hiss out for good.
That's... Really? I mean, yes, I can certainly... Yes! Yes, I accept.
You'll do great. Besides, I
Ölet kutatási
didn't really
főnök
have anyone
asszony.
else lined up.
I'm honored, Jesse, really. Thank you.
Volt egy alap
Do you
cutscene-ünk
remember
vele.
Mr. Tomasi, the head of communications? The hiss he was changed into showed up in containment, near the turntable.
I'll take care of it. That thing's not getting away this time.
I've heard reports about his particular use of language and
Tomasi, a
intonation when repeating
legelső
his
boss,
babbling.
a
The
legelső.
biological and behavioral
Aha.
distinctions between different hiss-corrupted individuals is truly fascinating. I wonder if I could categorize the data.
And she's already off on her own thing. How do you feel about me taking over as director?
You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I'm still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did. We'll learn from their mistakes. We'll be better than they ever were. We won't ever be like them. When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Well, empirically, no, but phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon here. And considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of
Röviden, a
consciousness,
hangok, suttogások
physically
még,
or
és a
otherwise.
hallucinációk nem
And that doesn't
újdonságok itt. Micsoda?
Oh, very. And the fact that he hid those forces from me, it's infuriating. But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far. But as long as his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's loving it.
Maybe Darling was just trying to protect you from the darker side of his work.
Fuck that. I'm not a child. Like, don't just assume I'm going to consider something morally repugnant.
Which it all was.
Which it all was, of course.
How was Dylan?
The same. I can't detect any his activity, but his physiology has certainly been altered by it. And I can't tell if his brain activity is genuine or simply the aftermath of the hiss, like spasms. Dylan could wake up tomorrow for all I know. I really can't say.
Then I just have to wait for him. That's fair.
Őszinte.
He waited a long time for me.
Don't worry. We'll be monitoring him round the clock. If he wakes up, we'll be ready. I don't mean that in a hostile way, just... well, you know.
I hear you. My brother isn't exactly popular around here. I hope one day he'll have the chance to change that. So, there was a moment after Hedron died that I couldn't feel my powers. The hiss got into my head. Just for a moment.
So that explains the HRA outage. Before we knew what was happening, the hiss had us. They were in my head. I saw terrible things. I mean, I was about to go under forever when the hiss was pushed back. The HRAs had come back on. Dylan vanished afterwards, and we fought off the hiss that came after him. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them to relay, which I'm guessing must be...
me.
You. Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant-based life form. But whatever it awakened in you, the power you call Polaris, is still active. Or at least, that's what my instruments are telling me.
I don't think we're ever gonna understand all of this. And I'm okay with that. I'm just glad you're here with me. That's good to know. Thanks, Emily.
És on the board.
I found Dylan attacking the astral plane and the board. What was he hoping to accomplish?
Huh. Since they arrived, Hiss have been corrupting objects of power, which have an inherent link to the astral plane. Maybe their goal was to access the astral plane and the board itself.
That still doesn't tell us why.
His motives are a difficult thing to work out, but I have been digging through confidential files and noticed a strange gap in knowledge regarding the board. Looks like any data on them has either been deleted or was never gathered in the first place.
Then maybe it's time someone looked into that.
Maybe it is.
Ja. És akkor meg is vagyunk ezzel a beszélgetéssel.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Aranyos.
Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
What? Na szóval... Az nem érdekel. Ez nem is fog. Ez sem. The nail. After gaining the shape ability, Jesse is able to access remote as the foundation. Oké, akkor ez a foundationon belül van. Ez a fő küldetés akkor. Undefined must clear the mold, eradicate the mold. Investigation sector. Shine light of the plants. Jesse help activating plants. Ez is investigation sector. Jesse help, ez is investigation sector. What? Sure, ez nem. Train altered item. Finds a chain letter which she decided to mail a few copies just to be safe. Igen. Jó. Akkor mellékküldetésezünk. Csak hogy tényleg esetleg könnyebben menjen a Foundation DLC, meg hogy ezek ne akadályozzanak itt. Maradni fog így is egy pár, ez mondjuk ezt nem nézzük, a jukeboxos, ez egyáltalán nem érdekel, ez a mold hostos. Aztán lehet, hogy meg kéne csinálni, hogy ne idegesítsen itt. Ez maga a nail, ez majd és akkor itt ez a süm, ezt egyáltalán nem érdekel, ez is csak egy ilyen, ez ugyanaz, mint a jukebox, hogy itt is A2 raideket gyakorlatilag. Van itt más, vannak itt érdekesebbek, viszont most kérlek szépen egy 5, hát egy jó, legyen egy 10 perc pihi, mert kicsit meg kell nyugodnom azután a boss után. Jövök vissza, jó? 5 or 10 minute break is coming. Okay guys, so when you're watching in VOD, just go straight, maybe 10 minutes is the best. Okay, I came back. Jó, na, folytassuk a szituációs gyakorlatot, és az épület megtisztítását a szartól. Még egy-két percet kérek. Istenem, mi van itt? Jó. Jó. Istenem, jó. Jó, akkor. Na. Mellékküldözzünk. Keressük meg Thomasit. Vajon hol lát ez a fiú? Turntable. Nice. Az kell. Kíváncsi vagyok. Mennyire ez boss, ez a boss, Mr. Tomasi. Rögtön boss lesz, vagy lesz? Nem tudom. Kíváncsi vagyok igazából. Vagy már nem lesz egy akkora valami. Nem tudom, meglátjuk. Meglátjuk. Fel kéne áldozom a HP-ből egy kicsit, hogy launch. Ez hülyeség. Vagy evade. Próbáljuk meg így. Ez hogy van? Kurvágat. Jézusom, megint valami hülyeségbe mentem bele véletlenül.